he's very close and he's looking intently at what's going on. Got a bit of action there on Nico's car, and it was kind of a very surreal experience because I was listening to Jack Aiken describing the lap of Daniel Ricciardo as I was walking from the, so I couldn't actually see it, but I could imagine it in my mind. And he did a fantastic job of describing the lap. And it's a pretty intense experience being in a garage, as you know, because there's so much going on. It's very difficult to know where to look. I've got these huge screens on one side. We never had that when I was racing. We had the screen on the car, but you know, you've got screens in the garages all over the place and timing and numbers and everything, so a bit bedazzling. But Nico's sitting very calmly in there in his car with the coolers on and the wheels off, and they're doing a bit of polishing and fettling at the front. I don't know exactly what's going on. That's not Sebastian Vettel, by the way, David. That's actually actual fettling.
Oh, I thought he'd come in for a little sneak.
Yeah.
Damon, you look absolutely brilliant at the back of that Renault garage. We're just in hysterics as the 1996 world champion is like bobbing and weaving like a prize fighter to get a look at what's going to go on. Karun.
Yeah, David, just wondering, I mean, you're in there. Obviously, you were teammates with Prost back in the day. You know, how different is it now? You know, you're now sort of, like you said, there's bigger, more people in the garage and all these sort of things. You know, you won the first race here in '96. Is it much different while you're in the garage?
It's probably the first time I've been in a garage with Alan Prost since I was racing against him in '93. So it is different. We're a bit older and greyer, but otherwise there's also the sameness. You know, this feels very familiar to me, being in a racing a garage, a pit. I've been around these things for my whole life, and it seems to be a very natural place to be, and mechanics moving about. The whole process is not that different. It's never really been that much different. It's a lot cleaner than it used to be back in the 60s when my dad was racing. Spotless floors and everything. They wipe up the oil very quickly. But